Oh, shit. All right. I got to play my intro again. You missed the best part of it. That's what I get for coming on early or half asleep. Here it is. Turn it down a little bit. Let's go. Oh, it lost its full effect. Oh, I am here. I'm sorry. I'll give you the weather again. I forget to add myself to the stage. I'm a little discombobulated because I'll tell you here in a minute. 66 degrees Fahrenheit, that would be 19 degrees Celsius, 94% humidity. It is foggy out there. Split view. I don't want to do a split view. And we got Dr. Bob in the house. Yeah, Daniel Katz didn't come out very well. So you got, of course, Timmy and the Watch Apprentice or Watch something. I can't remember his first name. And then, of course, you got Red Shovel, and that's Daniel Katz. So I'm playing around with the AI. That's something else, you know, and that's pretty interesting. Let's go inside. Hang on. I had that for my intro and you missed the music. No, let's go to the main room. So I was listening to Dr. Bob and Jax. I was actually making my bed listening to Jax. I'd never done that before. I haven't listened to anything while I make my bed. Okay, we're inside. 4 people watching. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving, Thursday, November 27th. The Villages, baby. USA, happy, happy, joy, joy. Daily. Be glad in it, because it's not going to last. It's a gift, one day at a time. Enjoy it. And if you can't, you got to find something to be thankful for. Something. Anything. Dr. Bob, is that supposed to be Daniel Katz? At least they got the shirt right. Yeah, well, you can just keep putting it in there and get different things. Let me show you. I guess I can have him in my living room. Oh, crap. Get rid of that. Get rid of the dogs. Dogs report. Why? Okay. See, I didn't think that one was as good. That was not bad, but cats, you just can't capture the Cats man. You know, it's too hard to capture him. Cut the music. There's no audio, docs. I appreciate that. All quiet on the Western Front, says Chile. You are here. Yeah, I am. Acquired taste. Yo. Are you still in Helsinki or did you make it back? I missed the saunas. That was when I was a younger man. Pushed the water, made my bed. The bed's made, teeth are brushed, but I got to push the water. I had a little bit of brandy last night, so I'm a little dehydrated. Had a good day yesterday. Got a lot of stuff done. Because I can't really hit the gym the way I want to hit it, because usually I'm so exhausted. So I had to fix the carpet out in the bird cage. I had to cut out a section because it was just deteriorating. And the most sturdiest carpet you can get is a doormat. So I bought a couple doormats to put out there to cover up that corner, just so I don't have to look at it. And then I made I got to Costco. And let's get rid of these guys. And I got the shrimp. There it is. I bought 2 of them. And I took a roll of tape with me. And I know I brought it back. I cannot find that roll of tape because I had to tape down the edge of the tray because I didn't want it popping open because I had a cooler with me and I had to put it at an angle. So it survived. It's in the top of the fridge. And it's like, what did I do with that tape? And it's just, I think it's a poltergeist. It disappeared. Yeah, I know I'm getting old. I'm not getting old. I am old, but I'm pretty organized. So there's always, it's in its place. If it's not there, so I think it'll show up, but it's only a roll of tape, so I'm going to buy another one. And I was asking, I was in the chat over there on the, what do they call it now? What do they call it over there? I'm not sure what they call it. Let me go check. Jackson Bob, they need Dr. Bob, they need a name for that show. Got to come up with something. It's kind of hard to find because Watch Nicholas has several channels. So you have to find, and I'm not interested in Luck or Uzi. He's instrumental. So that pops up. That's not what I want. Oh, you got to go to the Watch Nicholas Streams Watch community. Okay. Fair and balanced hate. There it is. 33 minutes ago. Super evil mega corporation. Now you got to if you're going to do a team, you got to get a name for yourself. I mean, I don't think that's going to bring people in. What can we do? So think of a name for that channel over there. So I was in the chat. It was kind of interesting. So several topics came up. I applied one to me. I mean, we're talking about Ozzy expat working out in front of everybody. Yeah, I don't know why you would do that. You got to have some discipline. It has to be on your own. And they say, well, who would do that? Well, I showed myself without my shirt, but that was just because there's a stereotype of the elderly, and I just wanted to show you don't have to be the stereotype. And in fact, I'm tempted to do another one, drop another couple pounds and to get my eyes fixed. But I want to, just to show you a motivation. Just, you end up being what you've always kind of been. We all age differently, but if you never worked out, you're going to carry that. You're not going to have your hair in your face anymore. At some point, that's going to go a little. And so if you're flabby now, you're going to end up flabby, but you don't have to be. You get a lifestyle, a fitness lifestyle to carry with you. And so I may do another one. I just have to get the right camera set up. Just for, to destroy the stereotype of a 71-year-old. How old am I now? Shit, I'll be 72 next year. God. That's Timmy's intro music. Timmy don't own anything. I can use any music I want. I stumbled upon it and I thought, well, if I'm going to use the graphic, I just will take the music too. Acquired Happy Thanksgiving, thank you. You didn't send me any photos. Acquired Taste was in Helsinki. Swami. What does that mean, shadow banned? Our show is shadow banned. No notification, but we start at the same time every time. 3 p.m. See, I'm fast in bed. Jeez. I woke up early today. Sometimes I get up at 3. But it's just hard to find that community channel, Shadow Band. Is that like a YouTube thing? And then let's see, the horology dungeon went long. God, that thing. And Morty ended up over there. Morty got lonely on Thanksgiving. And some of us are alone. Treasure your solitude, but if you're on your spiritual path, at some point along your spiritual path, it'll dawn on you, you've never been alone, ever been alone. And that's the beauty of it. And when I went into the cataract surgery, I'm not that brave. It's surgery. I'm not, I get anxious, but it's like I knew I was not alone. It makes it easier. So I'm going to the neighbor's house, but unfortunately, the Cowboys are playing at 4:30, and if they start dinner at 4:30, I guess I can watch the highlights. But I just don't think I'm going to fit in that well. We'll see. I talked to the young people. They're just like, they have to put up, what's the right word? They love their grandparents, but generally they're not interested in older people, right? So I'll bring the shrimp over and chat and have dinner, and then maybe I can get out of there, come home and watch the game. But it probably won't be that good either. I am so shocked that they beat the Eagles. I'm so shocked the Eagles couldn't freaking do anything in the second half. But let's see. What do we got here? Oh, the market's been great. Look at this. And it even closed higher yesterday. So this was a couple of days ago. It's up. I think it's almost 16% now, which is pretty good. And I almost looked at Playboard. I was really tempted. I wanted to know what the 9-year-old's bringing in the horology dungeon. And if I sneak up, I didn't do it. I got close. I got very close. But if I do look at it, I'll show you. And let's see, I did make a purchase. I got me a new knife. There it is, the Dividend, Kershaw, bang for the buck. It came out a few years ago. I wasn't really into D2 steel, but this is CPM D2, which is much different than the regular D2. It's much better. So it's a Dividend, Kershaw. It's a small blade, like a 3-inch blade, a composite blade. So the top of it is N690 or 390. One of those. Oh, shit. I got to go look. I think I'll start using Timmy's music every time. That'll drive him crazy. Where am I looking? Where's my... Oh, here we go. Knives. Online purchases. Kershaw. Dividend. It's a composite blade. Did I say that? Where are the specs? N690. So I did have it right. And that's more of a stainless. And the D2 is not stainless. But it's Cerakoted, so that'll help. So anyway, I got that. I boxed it up. I boxed this up with two other knives. I'm going to get them sharpened, get a polished edge on it. And here's a side view of it. So I'm looking around for my tape, and I'm very organized. And I know I had it at Costco because I taped up the shrimp, and I put it on the floor of the back seat. I've looked everywhere. I don't know what the hell I did with it. It's driving me nuts. Because when you're organized, you put everything in its place. You know where things are. It's just I can find things. I'm sure it's going to show. It's just a roll of tape, Lex. I know, but it's like it's bothering me that did I lose it? I can't. It'll show up, so I'm just going to buy another one. I'll just buy another one, but it still bothers me that I misplaced it. So, no regular show. I just thought I'd hop on and get my Thanksgiving show in, say something. You do have to give me, there's 6 people watching, but if you want to comment, you got to give me 48 hours. I'm going to start charging a cover price. because people pop in and, say something to perhaps somebody else to read it. Okay, if you want to do that, but you got to give me you got to subscribe or don't bother. Oh, and Wawa is open, and I'm going to make a Wawa run, get my coffee, get my breakfast burrito, and then I won't eat anything for the rest of the day until we. I asked him yesterday when he was with his grandson. I said, well, I don't know if when was the last time I streamed? I don't know if I'm repeating myself. And he says, we'll let you know. I go, it's going to be late. We'll let you know. Oh, okay. And then the guy up the street, 90 years old. He's having a birthday party Sunday. 90 years old. God bless him. So I went up there, and he was cleaning the gutter, and he's doing a lot of I think because, he's cleaning up because people are going to come over. I'm just going to go over and wish him happy birthday. He asked me if I had a chair. I mean, I could bring my chair, but I don't want to stay that long. I'll just go in there and congratulations, and I'll stand for a little bit, and I'll just kind of, move out of there. And then the grandson is, get the 18 years old, the guy's grandson. It seems like a polite young man. He's already in college, taking engineering or some electrical engineering. Purchased his own car with his own money. It's like I'm thinking back when I was 18. I wasn't even close to that. All the way down to 2 people. I think somebody fired up a stream. Let's go look. Good. No, I don't see anybody streaming. It's not Archie, is it? Not Archie. I guess I'm just too boring. Oh, well. Oh, upcoming. One waiting. Let's see. When is that? 5:30 a.m. Yeah, Archie's streaming now. There you go. Well, excuse me. It wouldn't be Archie. It would be Alexa streaming. Okay. So, it should be a fun day. Got a lot. What else did I do yesterday? Oh, guess what I purchased? I bought a space heater. I tell you, YouTube is a great selling platform because I was looking at the guy who tested a bunch of them, and I just went with his recommendation. Not the most expensive one, but just I got to get that master bedroom. I have to get that. I want to be warm in there. I want to be toasty warm in there. There's like early spring or this winter, it'll get in the upper 30s with the wind blowing, and that's the coldest room in the house. And I'm not going to redo the entire heating system just for the bathroom. So I got this nice Black Saturday, Black Friday. It was like $50, but it's all electric. It's 1,500 watts, but I'm not going to put it on high. There's the 900 watt setting, but it draws like 12 and a half amps. Well, you can't. I got to have an extension cord because I want it placed properly in the bathroom there, and the outlets are up kind of on the counter. So I got a 12 gauge. 14 gauge air conditioning. 3-prong, polarized, a 12-foot extension cord. So this will handle it. I don't need an electrical fire. So I ran it behind the toilet and along the window there, and then I'm going to put it there by the kind of out in the room corner of the shower glass, and the window. So here's the dream scenario that I want to do. I want to cold as heck, upper 30s, the wind's blowing, come home. And I don't like I'll put the temperature up in the house, but I don't want to, overheat the house just so I get my bathroom warm. So I'm going to come home, do the workout, go get the coffee, come home. And then what I like to do is kind of recover a little bit before I shower. So I'll just go in there and turn it on, put it on a half volume, and just let it heat up the room. Nice and warm. I want to take a warm shower. Now, I like to sleep in the cold. That's fine. But I don't want to shower in a cold room. So I'm going to have that thing pumping away, putting out the heat. We'll see how it goes. I'll give you a report on it. But I didn't pay that much for the space heater, but I spent quite a bit for the cord. That thing was like $30. I guess I could have gone on Amazon. I got one for $20, but there's no way that's going to overheat. So I got a little plug that goes in. So I got my toothbrush, and then I got this thing coming out the other side and along the wall. But 14 gauge, it'll handle 15 amp, so it shouldn't be a problem. 7 people. I guess nobody's a subscriber. No comments. I can't watch Archie. I was really close to looking at Playboard. I came really close. I just kind of had to know. Between the dungeon, they can't be pulling in that much. And Archie's show, I think I got to look. If I do, I'll show it to you. So I got these knives boxed up. I'm going to get a polished edge on them. And I was looking around for that tape. It was just driving me crazy because I open up the cupboard where it has to be. This is its location. Not there. And I retraced my steps. And I just couldn't, it's a poltergeist. No, come on now. Mega value customer turkey hot dog at Wawa today. They do have a turkey roll. You can choose mashed potatoes or yam and dressing. And I tried one. And you kind of have to build your own. I don't know how to really build the thing. It was okay. Now I'm going to the neighbor's house. We have a tradition here at Del Boca Vista. I get invited until I don't get invited. And they got family visiting. 8 adults. No, wait a second. There's going to be a family of 5 with their dog, big dog. And I don't want to get bit either. So it depends when I go to the door what kind of bark I hear. If it's a vicious dog, I'm not going in there. I'm just not going to go in there. I'll just say, I'm sorry, I'm not. Then I don't know what I'll do because I haven't planned anything. I got some a burrito. What did I get? Enchilada dinner platter from Costco. I guess I could eat that. No, there's got to be a restaurant open. You know what? I'd go out and eat somewhere if that were to happen. Yeah, there's got to be restaurants open. So I'll go over. So you got a family of 5, a big dog, and then of course the 2 neighbors, and then myself. 8 people. So I bought 2 shrimp trays. And we'll see. I wish they would have it like at 2 o'clock, but they're probably going to eat later. And they're going to have wine. And, and I offered to bring my chair, and they said no. He kind of looked at me. He didn't like that. He said, we got chairs. Okay, like I'm not putting him down. I'm just thinking, I have a couple chairs, but I don't expect to have a bunch of people over. But Wawa is open, and I think I will go up there and get my coffee. Because I made my own coffee yesterday and it was too much for me. And then I started with the little, I had some brandy later in the day. This is strange. Why is my screen... I don't want to go full screen, but how do I get that window bigger? On StreamYard, now I'm talking StreamYard. I'm going to keep StreamYard as long as they keep my manage layouts. Straight layout, cropped layout, it's all checked. Which select? Oh, man. They're all checked. I don't know how to. The window, I have the window open, but I want to make the little, what I'm looking at, a little bigger. How do I do that? Oh, you got Easy Company over there. That's the reason I got some people back here. It's Lux and Easy Company on Thanksgiving. Now, could it get any worse? Easy is hard listening in my book. I can't believe, I got to look at Playboy at some point. I don't think they're making that much money. Right, 9-year-old?
Dude, I don't give a fuck anymore. The money's not here. Fuck off.
Ooh.
Like I told you guys, I'm not a friend of Archie's. He's not my friend. Okay, I'm here for entertainment. I pay for it. That's the extent of what it is.
I'm here for entertainment. And you can translate that another way, no matter who it impacts. I'm here for my entertainment. I'm here for the entertainment. I'll pay for it. What happens to you, it doesn't matter because it's my entertainment.
Like I told you guys, I'm not a friend of Archie's. He's not my friend. Okay, I'm here for entertainment. I pay for it. That's the extent of what it is.
That's the extent of what it is. Butterball and the fish. Is that what you're having today? You doing the butterball turkey? I used to do that. I used to get the smoked turkey. If you're single and you love turkey, you can get a fully cooked turkey. Sometimes they're what's the word? They're not seasoned. They're like where there's a lot of salt. That's the only bad thing about it. What do they call that? Smoked. You can get a fully cooked smoked turkey. And then you got to have a roaster and put it in there and put it on. They tell you the temperature, and it's already cooked. It's great. Now I wasn't joking, telling Jax about the turkey legs in the air fryer. You can get these giant turkey legs, and I got one of those clippers that I just take off the foot on the leg so I can fit them in there, and lay them across each, one large side on the other. You can get them in there. They taste great. And for a single guy, 2 giant turkey legs, that dark meat, it's delicious. If I wasn't going over there, I'm going to still do it for Christmas. Because I never go over there at Christmas. But at Thanksgiving, we've been, they're by themselves. And they do the whole thing. They got the wine, and she cooks a turkey. She's going to cook homemade pies. And the daughter is up here. Her daughter, and she's like a gourmet cook too. So, I'm thankful they invited me over there. It's nice. But it doesn't have to be. If I'm home today, that would be fine. If they call me up and say, well, that's okay with me. Let's see, the Cowboys versus the Chiefs at 4:30 today. Yeah, I'd kind of like to watch it, but I guess I won't be able to. I really don't want to sit over there with all those people watching I'd just come home. I'm going to somehow just excuse myself. Get out of there. And I don't want to take any shrimp home with me, so I'll tell them, I'll just leave it over there. Hopefully I brought enough. I can't wait till I get both of these eyes done. And I'm back to my routine. I'm going to get in tip-top shape for 72. I'll be 72 next year. And I'll take my shirt off again. I don't think that's gay. I just want to show you you don't have to be the stereotype of the, when you think of a 72-year-old, you won't, you don't have to look like what you see out there. But you got to start now. Don't wait as you get older. Like, I don't know how Aussie expat, how old he is. He's in his 30s, but you start, but you got to stay with it. You have to get a lifestyle that works for you. That's the reason I like going to the fitness center, because there's nothing else to do. There's no distraction. If you're at home with a weight set, and I had a complete weight set, and I gave it to a guy because I was moving around, and he's got it to this day, I guess. He's probably, all the guys that I drove with, the other Greyhound drivers, they're all dead. They were much older than I was. I was 25 and drove for 5 years. So they were, in their 50s and they're older, I think. So a lot of them are gone. I don't think so. They don't do that, I don't think. Well, we're the mega value customer. Will it be cards, Yahtzee, or Twister at the dinner with the elderly? No. The military guy? No. It'll be stories to tell, and it'll be interesting. He's got, let's see, there's 2 girls, and the dad took him to Disney World. So he was there alone with his grandson. So I went over there because the garage door. He took him in his Corvette somewhere, and they came back. So I walked over and I said, I want to. It seems like I'm telling the story over again, but I don't think I've shared this with you. I said, I want to meet your grandson. So he stepped out. Nice guy. But the husband took the 2 daughters to Disney World, and then his wife and the daughter went shopping, because that's what they do. So I don't know. That's kind of a mixed bag. I think we'll have a dinner and just stare at each other, and I don't know. I was there with his grandson, and I was talking to the grandson. Oh, he really liked. Haven't I told you this? When did I stream last? I feel like I'm repeating myself. Maybe I've told this story to other people. View your channel. Let's see, I streamed 5 days ago. Well, that was a while. Well, remind me if you've heard this story. So I said, he really enjoyed the WRX. He really looked at it closely. I said, well, make me an offer. And then, of course, the dad had to remind me. He already got a car. He purchased it himself. Okay. I'm just, making conversation. So I went over, and then I were standing in his driveway, and I said, your grandfather and I bonded over a gopher. And he goes, what? And I told him about the gopher invasion at his grandfather's property. And I took care of it. I stepped up to the plate, and I trapped it. Didn't know what I was doing, but that was my credit, my whole, everything was on the line there. I had to come through. I don't know if he thought it was funny. Maybe he thought it was strange. He's probably going, oh, God. So I'll have to watch it over there. 40 minutes. I could only do an hour this morning. You got Easy On over there, and you got Lux. You know what? I should give you something. Maybe I'll just look. Okay, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll look verbally. I'll tell you verbally what's on Playboard. Okay. I just can't believe they're making that much money, or any money. This is for the holiday. This is your holiday present. Let's see. Okay. Let me get a pen here. Turn on the light. Playboard. Super Chat. Archie Luxury live stream. Maybe I should do a screenshot. Hang on. Okay, let's look at the last 30 days. I think he's way down. He is way down. Let me write this down. No wonder because he seems so detached more than ever. And you got Bateman over there saying, "Oh, we're bringing in a lot of money. We're bringing in a lot of money." I'm thinking, no, you're not. There's no way. Okay, there's the 30-day total. And yeah, maybe I'll just write it down. All right, yesterday, which would be Wednesday. Yesterday, here's the number. Last 7 days. All right, that is Archie Luxury Live. Now let's go to the Horology Dungeon. Super Chat. Wow, okay. It had a good day yesterday. Well, let's look at the last 30 days. Oh, that's terrible. They made money, but I'll tell you why it's terrible. They eclipsed the Archie show big. They're making more than the Archie show. Oh, that's funny. Now he's got to split that money. And let's see, yesterday was... They did make some money. Last 7 days. All right, that's not bad. Okay. I think that's enough. So let me give you the figures. Here we go. I'll put them in the comments too, so people come back. They can read it. Archie Luxury Live. AC3 Live. 30-day. $3,000. $3,890. Here's the Archie show for 30-day, $3,890. That's not much. Okay, we'll do a head-to-head comparison. All right, the Horology Dungeon, 30-day. We have a total of, this is amazing. Horology Dungeon 30-day, $5,376. Look at that. The dungeon's making more than the 9-year-old. No wonder. He's thinking, because I haven't seen that low. I've never seen him go under like 4,500. So 3,890 is pretty low for the 9-year-old. So, all right, back to the head-to-head comparison. Yesterday, AC3. Live yesterday. Any guesses? $206. 206. There he is. Yesterday, 206. He can't survive on 206, and he's paying. He's got employees. Horology Dungeon. yesterday. Ready for this? $460. Terrible. Terrible for Archie. Weekly amount, AC3 weekly, last 7 days. AC3, last 7 days. Oop. There it is, $644. Now, what do you think the horology dungeon did? Horology dungeon, last 7 days. I don't know, who do we credit this with? Who's taking over the dungeon? Who's in charge of the dungeon now? I mean, who should we give credit? Is it Bateman? Should we give Bateman all the credit? I wonder if he'll ever see any of that money. Here we go. The dungeon, last 7 days. Brace yourself. $2,247. And there is your playboard for the 9-year-old. The Empire, once known as the Archie Luxury Channel, eclipsed once again by a different channel. And he's got to split the money. Oh, Archie's up. There he is, scratching his head. Of course, he's not. Easy's doing all the talking. Lux and Easy are doing all the talking. Archie's just staring in the camera. He looks really detached. I wonder now, Narc is claiming that he's going to stay in the marriage because financially for both of them. I wonder if she thinks that. I don't know. Place is a mess. Look at that den. It's a mess. Let's get rid of that. Okay. The money's not there.
Dude, I don't give a fuck anymore. The money's not here. Fuck off.
Like I told you guys, I'm not a friend of Archie's. He's not my friend. Okay, I'm here for entertainment. I pay for it. That's the extent of what it is.
Okay, not getting the comments, so I'll give you the playboard numbers. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm going to make a run up to Wawa. I got to get my coffee. I'm getting hungry. I'll push the water. I'll drink a little more water. I'm going to head up to Wawa for the coffee and breakfast and find something to do for the rest of the day. And then it's dinner. I guess traditionally, I hope it's not 6 o'clock at night. Well, maybe, I don't know what they're going to do over there. I don't know what their routine is. Like, if I'm cooking for myself, I'm not going to wait till the evening to eat. I'm going to eat, sometimes 11 or eat at noon. Skip breakfast and eat at noon, and then I can watch the football game. So I don't know what they're planning over there. So be good to yourself. Start that physical lifestyle, that fitness lifestyle. And if you are alone this Thanksgiving, embrace your solitude and discover yourself. Start that spiritual journey. Not the journey of watches. You don't need watches. You don't need that.